Okay, next video, which is straight after my last one. So, start taking Smugz' car apart. I plan to rip this engine out and we're going to tear it down hopefully in the next couple of days, but it's flooded. So, yay. Anyway, we'll try and get it in here. So as you can see, I've ripped the whole front off, which makes it a lot easier to work on. Spark plug's been pulled out and I have turned the engine a few times, and we're just trying to charge up this battery. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more. What I might do is try and get a little bit more fuel out of there if I can. And we'll just leave it for a little while. Hopefully it'll clear up. If it doesn't start, then I'm gonna have to try and tow it and roll it back into the garage, which is gonna be a nightmare because of that stupid lock diff. But yeah, my fault. What happened is when I moved it out earlier today, I was too close to the wall, so I started it back up, moved forward so I could kick it over a bit, then shut it down. Did the same thing with my RX-8 last week and flooded that too. So me and EFI we're not good friends so far. Okay, so I've let this car charge up for an hour and a bit, so I've tried to deflood it as best I can, so we're going to try and start it. Now, you're supposed to cycle that pump 3 times, but I don't know. Yeah, we better do it 3 times and then try and start it. I hope it starts. I don't want to toast. I don't want to tow it. Come on. Nope, we're towing it. Okay, so we'll just tow it up to the driveway. I got the young fella sitting in there now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and bump it. And if it doesn't go, we're just going to roll it straight to the garage, I hope. Okay, we got it inside now, so wouldn't start. I think you may have seen it. It's flooded pretty bad, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take plugs out tonight. We're going to try and air it out, do whatever we can. I do want this thing to run again before I take the engine out, just to be sure. But yeah, now I've got all the room for it. So this is good. This is real good. So we'll start hacking into this thing and yeah, see what the issue is of this engine. To be honest, the engine actually feels good, starts good, but yeah, as he said, and as Smugz said in his videos, with the little bits of copper and stuff in the oil, bring it out. If worst case scenario, well, this is what we're preparing for. We are going to replace the bearings regardless, soft seal kit, but I still reckon the rest of the engine is pretty good. So we'll see anyway, but it's going to get a freshen up. It's going to go back in there, and as I said on the other videos, we are going to change a few things. You are definitely going to change. Don't like you, and yeah, it'll be sweet. I'm pretty happy with that. So, shit. So now it comes apart. Cool. So it's been a few hours, but this is nice and cool now. So I'm going to start taking off all these other bits and pieces. As you can tell, I've already taken that into cooler pipe. That was the first thing to come off. So we're going to take the turbo off. We're going to take the top hat off of this and just start taking it all apart. I have taken photos of all the lines and all the plugs and where they need to go. Alternating, yeah, that can come off too. Yeah, so we'll get amongst that. But yeah, this pipe here. Yeah, so what we're doing, so originally I'm pretty sure that's only a 2-inch pipe. We're going to go just a little bit bigger. So this is a 2 1/4 flange here. So we're going to get rid of this one here. I'm actually going to cut this filler down. So we'll have the lid down here somewhere. And I'm planning on running that out straight out of here. So we can have a pipe that comes along like that and just bends down with a bend, not a miter. And then I'll just remount this sensor probably in the back of the housing, or we'll put it straight into the pipe. But yeah, I think that will work. So I'm going to time lapse this and we'll just start pulling it apart. Don't think I'll get the engine out tonight, but we'll be able to see it. Such crappy weather, but in saying that, it gives us more time to work on this. So turbo's off, as you can see. Exhaust manifold is off. Now, so far, the only bolt we've lost is on the exhaust manifold. This one here, it was just been a dick. Had to cold chisel it. So what I'll do later on is I'll grind this weld out here. I'll get a new bolt for that, put that in, so that's all right. Turbo, all good. I've got to take the front cover off. It's going to look nice once that's done. I'm going to send it off to get polished. So what I'll do now, I've got to label up, or I've already started labeling up these injectors. A plug on one of these is a bit iffy, but that's all right. So I'll undo this part of the fuel rail. We'll get those injectors out. We'll pull the loom to the side, make sure everything's disconnected, and then I'm going to try and get the lower manifold off. But I don't know how I'm going to go against the brake master. So we'll figure that one out. But besides that, what else have I got? These. Now, the water lines, as you know, the radiator's in the boot. It's got a Davis Craig pump feeding it. So I'm probably just going to undo them here and just let the water drain out. That'll be all right. And once that's done, I'm pretty sure it's just wiring on the oil pressure sender unit thingy. And I think we'll be pretty good after that. Oil lines. Or do I pull the oil cooler with it? I may be able to pull the cooler with it. Maybe... No, I can't. Undo the oil line, so we're going to have to dump the oil out. And then I'm going to get it ready to pull it tomorrow. And once it's pulled, we'll get it on the stand over there. Push this to the side for now. And then we're going to start pulling this engine down. And we're going to answer the question of what's actually wrong with it. Bearing in mind that every time I start it, it sounds really, really good. It fires up. Unless I flood it, which I have done, it fires up pretty nice and all the rest of it. But as smugz said, there is crap in the oil. So we'll have a look at the bearings first and we'll check the face of the irons, check for step wear. We'll just check everything. So hopefully next day or two, I'll finish stripping this down tonight though. But the engine hopefully will come out tomorrow to start tearing it down tomorrow night or the night after. Okay, so I've just drained the oil and yeah, there's little bits of something in there. It looks like little bits of copper or lead. Yeah, definitely bearings. But yeah, you can't even zoom in it. There's a little bit there. Okay, so this is where I'm up to. The whole front's stripped. I'm just going to drain the oil lines through there. I'm going to drain the oil cooler as well. We'll have a look at that. And then, yeah, tomorrow she's coming out. see, engine's out now. Made a mess over there, but that's all good. So I've stripped the basic stuff off of it. Cast is out, front brackets off, oil, filler tubes off. So we are going to shorten that up so I can run the new intercooler pipe straight across the top or close by where it was. So that will be good. What I'm going to do now is, hopefully I've got quite a lot of the oil and water out of the engine, but I'm sure there's heaps more. I'm going to pull the flywheel, take the sump off. Same story, front cover comes off. We'll take all the front stack off, and then we're going to pull the through bolts out, and I'm going to open this engine tonight, and we're going to have a look at the bearings, we're going to have a look at the stepway as I said before. So hopefully it's all good. Shouldn't take too long. I don't know if I'll time lapse it. You've seen it before, I don't know. Maybe. We'll find out now. Okay, so just taking off the sump, and I don't know if you can hear it or even see it. This is all on the oil pickup. It's all in the gauze, so little chunks of metal everywhere. So yeah, we'll find out what that's all about very, very soon. But yeah, that's a lot of steel. Okay, so all the through bolts are out now. I've just lifted this a little bit just to break the seal, so time to open it up. Now remember, there was copper in the oil, so we're going to find out what that means in a second. No, it's still quite tight on there. Okay, here's my hammer. I believe this engine's been together for, what do you say, 11 years. So she's bound to be a little bit tight. There we go. Why? It's tight on that E-shaft. Okay, so rear iron, minimal step wear. The bearing doesn't seem too bad. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'll pull this rotor out and we'll go from there. I'll come back soon. Okay, just about to pull this rotor out, and so far everything looks all right. The oil control rings have good spring. Oh yeah, we've got a bit of wear on this rotor bearing, on this bearing. Oh no, actually got quite a bit. Okay, let me put this down. Yeah, no, this bearing's been munched a little bit. So what is... It's a little bit of marking on the E shaft. Yeah, okay. I'll carry on stripping the rest of this engine down and then go from there. But besides that, road housings aren't too bad. There's some heat marks here on the spark plug, but no major anything. Actually, it's pretty clean. Yeah, there's chunks of something on this E shaft. Alright, we'll have a closer look soon. But first of all, I'll get this rotor out, then we'll have a good look over it and then see what the issue is. Okay, so now the whole engine is pulled down. Now, there is next to no step wear in the irons at all, so they're in really, really good shape. This one's been pinned. You can see this port in here is too close to the water jacket, so they've pinned the water seal. I believe it's only on that one. Yeah, it's only on the center iron and only on one side. So that's a bit weird. You can actually see where they've scribed to go a bigger bridge. I don't know why they didn't, but yeah, there's the scribe marks there. Only on the center, so they're still all good here. But what I was saying before is that the bearings themselves, they do need to be replaced. That's probably the worst one. Yeah, that one's not too bad. The stack gear bearings, they're not bad either. They're really not bad. So that blows my theory out the window. So I thought it was the bearings. Well, could have been this one, to be honest. But the E-shaft, it feels all right, but I'm still going to go through and do all the measurements on it. Now, as for the steel filings that I'm finding everywhere, right there, look at it all. It's all in the water jackets. So, I'm not 100% sure what that's about, and I don't even know if that can get into the oil. So, but yeah, that's all steel filings. So this engine's going to need a full flush. As for the rotor housings, all in good shape. There's no chrome peel at all. They feel nice and smooth, except both of them have these burn marks by the leading spark plug. Probably normal, but yeah, they're both the same. But yeah, lots of iron filings in the water jackets. Rest of the engine looks all right. So, yep, we'll go through this in further detail in another video, but I'm going to clean up and then we'll probably wrap this video up. Okay, so just had a quick clean up, and I just got off the phone with Smugz now, and we've been talking about this engine. So these iron filings coming out of here, we need to investigate further why that's happening, and somehow I reckon this has got into the sump, maybe a seal down here let go, or it's just got in there somehow. So that's that side covered. I believe it could be something to do with these water pipes. I think there at one stage there was a steel one in there which could have caused it, but yeah, I don't know. I'll look further on down that road later on. So everything else so far is good. Now the front rotor bearing is good. The rear one is wearing a little bit, so that would have been the reason that he was getting those copper readings in his oil tests. So that's all good. So what we're going to do is pretty much restack it. We'll clean all this out, we'll flush it, and then I'm going to actually open this port up here where they described it, because this is tiny compared to this thing here. So we're going to open that up a bit. As for the pinning of the water seal here, there's not much I can do about that. You can see they actually cut into the edge there. But, I mean, the engine's held up for the last 13 years like this, so we'll just do the same. Not on the other side. Weird. So I'll fix that up. We'll clean it all up, restack it, and start working on the rest of the cars. Now, there is some welding I want to do down here, and I think I mentioned it before that probably over the Christmas break, I'll be starting to build a roll cage for this. And also, I do want to sort this radiator out because that squonk angle, don't like it. So when I do that, I'll also check all these water lines, probably make new ones, suss it out. Yeah, now as for the turbo is all good. This is going to be color changed. That's going to be sent off. I need to do some fab work on the end of this to take a bigger intercooler pipe, so we're getting rid of this one. And just rats and mice, really. There's not much. There's a lot of stuff, but there's not much big stuff. So we'll just keep plucking away at it. I'm pretty sure we've got until January or February to square this whole car away. So plenty of time. I say that now, but it'll go past real fast. So yeah, really quite surprised. This engine has definitely taken some abuse over the years. Hasn't been open for 13 years, as I said, and it's still in good shape. So, mean? Okay, so that's going to be a wrap on this video. Engine is pulled down. Good result, I think. So, yeah, coming up on another video of this, we will go through everything. We'll check it all out. But it's pretty good. For an engine that's been around for 13 years unopened, that's a really, really good engine. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one.